let me be real with you. 2026 isn't going to reward people who play it safe. The rules have changed. And you might be asking, why is 2026 different? Well, for starters, jobs don't feel secure anymore. Degrees don't guarantee you anything. And loyalty doesn't get rewarded the way it used to. And deep down, everyone feels it, even if you don't want to say it out loud. We all know what's going on. We all have eyeballs. We can try to ignore it and try to act like it's not happening, but in reality, it is. Now, what that is it's the illusion of safety. Now, we're taught that stability comes from permission, from a boss, a system. But what happens when that system stops working? And again, we all have eyeballs. We can't just ignore it. We have to take a look around what's going on, and we see that this old system that worked 50, 60 years ago is no longer working. And I mean, it even worked really up to much sooner than this, but over the past decade, and if you really want to get micro about it, the last 5-6 years, it has been a huge shift, a huge change, and especially for the young adults that are now entering the workforce, the real world, trying to buy a home, start a family, rise up in their career, whatever they might be doing, they're realizing that are being lied to. Now, I can use myself as an example. Now, I've never been promoted at any of the jobs that I've worked at. Now, I've applied for 2 promotions and I didn't get them at 2 different jobs. And the first one was at Optimum. This one doesn't really have to do with my career now. For those of you who've been watching me for a while, you know that I am an exterminator. I'm in pest control. I've been doing it for 3 years. Last year at my other company that I used to work at, I tried to get a promotion and I was led on that I was going to get it. The boss literally told my lead that I was most likely going to get the job. Then, I don't know, he changed his mind. He gave it to someone else, even though it was for a sales position. I had the best sales number, so it would have made sense if I would have gotten it. But again, doing everything right, never calling out, always being early. I was the first one there to meetings. I worked every Saturday when it was available, and I didn't get rewarded. And it's just, I'm at the point where I'm over it, and I'm at this new company now. I've been here for almost a year, and it's okay. I don't have any real problems with it here, but it doesn't really look like, I don't really see a path for me to really grow here, unfortunately. So, I'm probably going to be on the job hunt 2026. But again, as I mentioned earlier, the job security, it's not what it's about. 2026 needs to be about betting on yourself, because playing it safe feels responsible until you realize it's the riskiest move of all. And what betting on yourself means is betting on yourself doesn't mean quitting everything overnight, right? It doesn't mean quitting your job. I'm not going to just up and quit my job to try and pursue something with no type of foundation laid first, right? It means building skills that will travel, that will transfer to other things. And this is why I've talked about on this channel that I want to transition from being a technician in my job to a sales position, because as most of the people know, sales is very transferable and that could help you in any industry. And I would like to I have about a year and a half experience of sales under my belt, but that was for a more of like a telecom company, Optimum. For those of you who know what that is, it's just like an internet phone, whatever. But I want to get back into that, because learning how to create value is extremely important. It doesn't have to be sales. It can be any type of skill that can help you grow and that has a pathway to earning high potential, high money. And it means taking responsibility for your outcomes. As I mentioned in previous videos, no one is coming to save you, and that's not depressing. In a way, it's freedom. Now, what does fear versus regret look like? Fear is loud, but regret is quiet and permanent. Fear doesn't last. It's loud, it's very overwhelming, but once you get through it, It's over with, and you feel relief. You feel happy that you did it. But regret, it quietly creeps up on you, and it doesn't go away. It only gets worse over time. With fear, the discomfort of trying is only temporary. The pain of never trying, that will last forever. And that is what regret is. Now, how to start? You have to use your free time like it matters. You have to go into 2026, understand, you have to have a goal. You have to have a mission. Now, for me personally, I've dabbled with a couple different skills. I've looked into AI. I still kind of dabble with that a little bit. But the thing that has given me, that I've found most success in, is this YouTube channel. This has been the most success of anything that I've ever tried to work on for myself on the side. And it's been going pretty good. I've been doing it for a little over a year now. Again, I don't have a huge channel, but having over 5,000 subscribers in a year I'm very grateful and appreciative for that. And I thank all you guys for sticking around and showing all the support. It means a ton to me, and I'm extremely happy and grateful for what I have. Again, I know a lot of you probably don't think it's that big of a deal, but for me, it's something that I've kind of always wanted to have, a YouTube channel, especially like a gaming one. And I don't know if you'd call my channel gaming. It's like a gaming hybrid, but I like the channel, and I would love to be able to do this full time, but obviously I would have to do more. I'd have to expand on just making these types of videos, I'd imagine. But that is in the works, and I would love to do this full time. And basically how I did this was using my free time. Usually I'll record my videos while I'm, not at work. Well, sometimes I do. Sometimes I will record, in my work truck, because it's usually where I'm at, or, I'll record sometimes at home as well. Whenever I have some free time, I just do it. If I have some downtime at work, I do it. Maybe at night when, everyone's asleep, I'll do it whenever I have the free time. You use it. And then, I get gameplay in my free time, of course. And then, I edit the videos, I create the thumbnail, I brainstorm some ideas. I have a big note section in my phone about video ideas, video topics I want to talk about and make. And that's what I pretty much do in my free time. It goes to the YouTube channel and getting creative and thinking of ways and topics that I can talk about, things that I can, help build the community, and to try to give back as much as I can to you guys who watch my videos and show support. And that's what it looks like, building something on the side. And it's extremely important to, yes, you have your job, or maybe you go to school, but don't just do that. And that's what I think the biggest problem is with how we're taught, and how I talked about this in the last video about success and money being gatekept, because we're taught that that's all you need. You just need to get a degree, get a job, and you're set. Or learn a trade, and then that's it. That's it. And you get a job, and that's all you need. But the rules have changed, and the game has changed, and you need more. Unfortunately, it's not enough in most cases. So you need to build something on the side, and especially someone that doesn't want to work for someone else the rest of their life like I do, and I want to have something of my own and create something for myself. You have to use your free time. You have to not all your free time has to go to it, but at least, 4 to 5 days a week, a couple, an hour or two a day at least, put towards something, whatever that is, whether it's a business, a skill, a talent, a creative thing, whether you want to be like an artist or writer, you play instruments, you make YouTube videos, learn a high income skill, it can be anything you want. Okay, and if you feel like you're not good at anything, you don't have any skills, try different things out. You don't even have to have a skill. I personally don't feel like I have a skill or any special type of talent. I just had to learn just basic editing stuff, and that was pretty much it. And me just talking. It doesn't have to be this crazy elaborate thing, at least at the start. Like I said, I want to expand on this, but I'll learn as I go. And it's about being consistent when nobody's watching, because that's how the skills truly compound, and that's how you truly start to break free. And it gives you purpose, it gives you happiness. Like I wake up in the morning not wanting to go to work. I wake up in the morning excited to make videos, think of topics and ideas, and to respond to comments, and edit my videos and do all those type of things. That's stuff I get excited about. That's stuff that gives me motivation and purpose, not going to my job that I can care less about, in all honesty. And at the end of the day, the small bets will turn into confidence. And let's be honest, you're already gambling with your future every day by not taking a risk, by not giving it your all, and not working on something for yourself, for your future self. And in 2026, the real question is very simple. If you're going to take a risk anyway, why not just bet on yourself and go all in on whatever that might be? And it's okay to fail and try something else. It is okay. But stick with something, be consistent, and give it your all. Because 2026 is around the corner, and time doesn't wait for anyone, and no one's coming to save you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know any comments, any feedback down below. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.